arrow squid next to invasive tiger squid. Tiger squid, arrow squid, tiger squid, arrow squid. Let's see if we can catch some more. Hey guys, I've got the beast back. Beast being a Gen 1 RAV4 that I bought for peanuts and I literally abuse. So we're going for another eggy session. It's a lovely day, and let's see if we can't spin up some more squid. Yo! Let me tell you guys, that is not the sunset. That is a lunar eclipse. That is the biggest moon I've seen this year, and it's just rising. It's amazing. Yeah, I've got high hopes, because last time we were whining about fishing for squid without the moon. Well, we definitely don't have this excuse anymore. And it's going to be a lovely clear night ish, so it's probably going to be really bright, and our eggy are designed for exactly that. Should be awesome. Look at that, that's amazing. Yeah, you can't see that. 6:30. It's darkness here in Cyprus. That is unbelievable. So let's try the spots we know, where you can still kind of see relatively well. I still can't get over the moon. Look at that. It is absolutely stunning. Wow. And because it's a cliff edge here, I don't know if you can see that, but it's much better to do this before total darkness, which I'm happy to get a chance to do. Bit bumpy. So the reason I'm mainly going squid fishing is because this season is basically the only time that squid come out to shore and are relatively easy to catch without having to spend hours on end bottom fishing them. And they're so bloody tasty. I mean, I love fishing, I love catching fish, but I can't say I'm the biggest fan of fish per se. My family and wife are. So I'm mostly for the yoga part. That gives me a chance to kill stuff too. It's like yoga with killing, basically.
So I finally arrived on the east side of the island, to my local spots, my usual spots for egging. But what I found, and I'm not sure if it's the lunar eclipse or not, was that they were really shallower than usual. The tide was visibly back, but I couldn't really guess what that did to the depth. Yeah, I'm not really good at gauging depth and distances and all that kind of jazz. But this time, yeah, I kept on getting snagged. And what that means is, squidding is a very subtle spinning. You don't really get a heavy attack. You don't really get a tug like fish would do. You get a gentle pull. And if you react badly to that, what happens is you usually tear off, because they've got very delicate flesh. So anything other than gently pulling with very low drag at a potential squid bite will cause you to lose that squid. What that means is you usually get snagged, because if you haven't got enough drag and you hit seaweed or generally the seabed, and you gently tug at it, you're gonna get cinched in. And when that happens, you're not retrieving your eggy because you use really light gear. This caused me to switch sides and go to the west coast, which was an absolute catastrophe, and I ended up getting soaked. Later on though, as you'll see, I returned to the east side where it's nice and calm again.
switch side to the eastern side. Way better sea, but really low tide, and still haven't got any bites. And I broke my lucky law. That can't be a good sign. Astrologists are gonna go ape shit. Probably gonna get criticized for fishing on the lunar eclipse. But just couldn't resist. It is gorgeous though. I don't know if you can see that moon. Look at that moon. I think we should come down here. Looks relatively dry. I'm pretty wet. Doesn't really matter. It's quite low actually. I wonder if we can't walk along this ridge and check for crab and whatnot. Funny thing is, I caught squid yesterday. A tiger squid and a red squid. So there's no reason why they wouldn't be biting today. Other than the very logical reason that they may be superstitious themselves. They thought, nah, that's a lunar eclipse tonight, that is, so fuck that. And that makes absolute sense. Superstitious squid and all. I'm definitely not being trailed by anything. Not that much. Tell you what, I'll grab my stuff. Can we? Yeah, better not. So, we're at this point at night, and in the video, where I'll be saying, if you see this cast, it means we're catching something. Or we at least caught something and lost it. Either or. But there's definitely going to be some action. Otherwise, you're just going to see the 2 squid I saw yesterday. It did feel like I had an inquiry last shot, but could very well have been a small fish, the line touching a jelly, or seaweed, because shortly after I just felt the bottom. It's so calm though, and I've just got this disappointed feeling. Frustrated, more like more than disappointed. It's a bad word to use in a beautiful night like this. But I've got that frustrated feeling that if I hadn't broken my best lure, I would have been swimming in squid right now. Probably not very realistic. Yeah, that feels like I touched the bottom. Yeah, that's that suctiony feeling I'm getting now. Look, I don't know if you can see it on the tip of the rod. Probably can't. Augusta Westland, Forza Italia. All jokes aside, they are awesome helicopters. Right, remember those crabs I was talking about? Well, that is an absolute tank of one. Let's see if I can't get a better shot of him. He's right there. Probably won't be able to see him with the wide angle. Let's see if I can get my shadow right on him. There. But he is an absolute stonker. That is a tank. That's what we'll call him, Hank the Tank. You only need a couple of those, but a couple of those big boys, they are beautiful. Beautiful eating. They make amazing broths as well. So let's see if we can entice Hank the Tank back out. He was out, but as soon as I pulled out my my phone, there he is, he said, nah, I'm having nothing to do with you. But he is an absolute monster of a crab, of a rock crab. And like I said, they are tasty. And that's what I was talking about before. You used to find a lot of these guys on nights like this, but not tonight. Yeah, there he is. That's a good shot of Hank. Don't think I can catch him in his rock, and it doesn't seem... he doesn't seem to be with a mate or something. Look at those claws, my god. It doesn't do it justice because you've got nothing to refer him next to, but that hole is about the size of my boot. Yeah, I tried to grab him, but he went back in his hole. So I think we'll leave Hank. Hank's surviving tonight. Hopefully reproducing. Finding a missus. And maybe one of these days we'll actually have a crabbing session. So, another cast. Let's see if we can't convert this cast to a squid. How the fuck did that happen? Alright, we'll give it another chance then. Because we managed to turn it upside down. However that happened. Definitely not catching squid like that. First squid, finally. Finally did it for you guys. Not sure it knows it's caught. Let's get the flashlight on the powerful mode. Let's see what we've got. Shouldn't be too far away now. There he is. There we go, come on. C's not helping, come on help C. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful little tiger. Not little actually, it's perfect size. Amazing. Nope. Do not hit me, brother. Nice. Just rest the rod there. We'll sort him out. So, first squidly. Nearly got hit by it. There's the ink. Lovely tiger. They are beautiful. It does not want to let go. That is mine, brother. Yep. They're really aggressive. But that is a beautiful squid. You! I'll have another go here just in case there's another one hanging around, because it may not be the only one. Usually they're in like groups of maximum 4 or 5, usually 2s.
Mind you, at this point I was at least an hour above my set deadline to start heading back home, which was 10 o'clock in the evening. But as is always the case with me, at least, and I think every fisherman on the planet, forager, as soon as I caught one, I was convinced there would be a million more, and that as long as I kept casting, I would keep on catching. That wasn't the case, and you'll see right after this clip of me casting a couple of times. I sped it up for you to spare you the torture. Yeah, reality also kicked in. I was no longer in my protected bubble of fishing and foraging and whatnot. And sadly, I don't know if you follow the news or not, but with what's happening in the Western, Middle Eastern world with all of these power games, Cyprus has also suffered, and we're constantly, for past week or so now, under threat of drone attacks and terrorist attacks by Islamist-backed groups from Iran. And this point is where reality kicks in. I'll slow it down for you a bit to see the actual drone in the right corner, right mid-corner of the video. Right about now, you see that little tiny dot, tiny speck of light. But after that happened,
Being another drone.
I really couldn't push through. It suddenly dawned on me that, yeah, I've got people at home waiting for me, and yeah, I wanted to get home. It wasn't a game anymore. It became real. It wasn't just something I saw on the news anymore. Basically, it was real life. And I just want to shout out to anyone who's going through difficult or traumatic. Speak to someone. Don't pretend it's not happening. And seek help. It's very important. Of course, doing activities is absolutely unbelievable. It definitely helped me with mine. But yeah, talk. That's the best way. And really, don't hide your problems behind other things. Don't bury them. But on a better note, I had a fantastic time. And on the positive, it being locked at home during these times is also not very healthy. So yeah, I had an amazing time overall.
All right, so yeah, it was I think another drone shot down. So that is my cue to go home to my wife and dog. Because if the shit hits the fan, I don't want to be here fishing while they're trying to get to a bomb shelter. I know it sounds freakishly weird, and believe me, it is. I'd never in my life think I'd say that. But yeah, priorities, guys. What a shit show. Fucking politics. Fucking politics, right? What can you do? Where the hell did I leave my car? Done with this episode. Long form episode of squidding. And hope you enjoyed it. Off to the house. Check up on my girls. My wife and dog. And yeah, next episode hopefully will be a spearfishing episode. We tried a spot with a friend of mine, but it didn't turn out well. It was a new spot. We didn't scout it beforehand, and it was an absolute graveyard. There wasn't a single fish in sight. So hopefully I get the chance to post another one. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the squidding. I'll also show you some bonus footage of the squids from the previous night. And yeah, see you on the next one. So, even though he was being cheeky, we actually lost this squid once. Right in front of us, right there. Due to the swell. And we caught him again. So this cheeky little bugger couldn't resist it a second time. And we caught him. I think it's the exact same squid. I'm trying to record this on my phone. We've got another one, guys. I'm not sure if he knows he's actually caught, but yeah, we'll find out soon. He should. I'm holding the phone up. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Look at that, look at that, little squid tuna. I hope I don't lose him. Yes, yes, this is a proper squid. So we actually caught an arrow squid, which is what we were looking for all along. There it is. That is a beautiful squid. Look at that. And now you'll see the difference between the Mediterranean squid and the tiger squid. Look at this. Squid have these kind of triangular wings that start from halfway down their body. They're a beautiful squid and they're amazing. Very delicate meat, very sweet. And this is it. This is the honeypot. So this guy we're definitely keeping. We do not care if he's breathing or not, because he's coming home with us. So he can come and join the other guy in the pool. Arrow squid next to invasive tiger squid. Tiger squid, arrow squid.